Hey everyone, it's Al Vaughn. My project is working on decaying dice. Um, it's the information of the process, so just all the information on how to do it and my understanding of it came mainly from illustrative mathematics. First off, what is decaying dice? It's not actual dice decaying, but it's the process of thinning out the dice that land on a certain number. So like, if you have like 10 dice and you roll all of them, some of them roll on a certain number like 4, so you take out all the 4s, and then what's left that's the thinning out process. So more specific, you get the, for this one we're going to use 30, but we're also going to do halved into 15. You get however many 6-sided dice and put them in a container. Then you find an area where you can roll the dice. Inside the container is also allowed. You roll all the dice, or which ones you have in the container or the area. And you pick out all the dice that land on a certain number. For this project, for this experiment, it's just going to be the number 1 to keep it simple. And you're going to write down how many are left, and then you're going to go to step 3 and repeat until you've rolled 10 times, or you run out of, or you reach 0 dice. For every project, there's always pre-investigation questions or execution questions that you have to take or answer. So first one would be, when you roll 6-sided dice, how many 1s do you predict you're likely to roll and why? For that, it's mainly just a chance. And sorry for that. It's mainly just a chance, and there's a for this one. There's mainly a 1 out of 5 chance for one of the dice to land on number 1, because if there's 30 dice and each dice has 6 sides, so if you divide that to 5, but as a fraction, there's 5 groups, so it's 1 in 5 chance to be able to roll a 1 for the first roll. Oh, sorry. Question B. After you remove the 1s in the first roll, what fraction of the original number of dice do you predict will remain? So how many dice do you predict will remain? I predict that as it rolls 1s, the fraction of the 1s that are left has a lesser chance of rolling a greater amount of 1s. The chances you get really depend on chance or the roll of the dice. There is a fraction. I put through the calculations 4.16, although I know that is inaccurate. It is more of like a 1 out of 5 chance still, although a little bit less than that. For question C, it's how many times do you predict you might have to roll the dice to remove the 1s before you get a roll where you don't roll any 1s? For that, the amount of times I have to roll before I will not roll any more 1s is until I have no more dice left. There's always a chance, that you might roll a 1, because with a 6-sided dice, there's always a chance, even if it's a 1 in 6 chance to be able to roll it. For the investigation charts, I did three tries. Here's the chance for this one. First one, I did 10 rolls. This one with 15 rolls. As you can see, we did end up with no dice left. For the second one, we did start with 15 as well, for like a second group, so we may average it. For this one, we did not roll any 1s for this last part, except for this number 8, roll 8. So we did stay with 2 for the majority of the time in the end. For this last roll, we did get 30. We did do 30 for this one, and we did end out with the same number as we did for the second one, which is also 2. And here's a chart of the decaying for investigation 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, for 1, it's more of a downward spiral early on, although it may start leveling out a little bit by the second roll, but it goes down even farther as you go, levels out in roll number 7, and then by roll number 9 it goes down to 0. starts going down. Investigation 2, it starts level, doesn't get any out, then it suddenly drops to roll number 3, and starts slowly, like a strenuous decrease, picks it up. Then between rolls 6 and 7, it keeps an average as well. It goes down a little bit in 8, and then it levels out up till 10. Investigation 3, where we had 30 dice, you can see it's a much greater decrease because of the more dice. Apologies. You have a much greater decrease because of the amount of dice. As you can see, with the less you have, the more it levels out. Unlike this right here, you have more of less of a slope. Okay, so in summary, when you roll 30 dice, you are more likely to roll 5 ones because of the chances, although you are also prone to rolling less or more. That is because any given dice, there's a 1/6 chance of rolling a 1, and that 1/6 of 30 is 5, although it can change because of the rolls, and it's just an estimation. And after you roll 1/6 of the dice, 5/6 of the original amount would remain if you continue with the 1/5 of a chance. Although there is 1/5 a chance, there is a chance as well. I mean, a chance of it rolling more ones or even less ones than originally thought. And for the decaying dice, this is what I have. If you have any questions or comments, be welcome to ask. I will try my best to explain any misgivings or miscalculations I might have, or just any questions you might have for this. And I thank you for this.